Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1969 to 72 Smith-Corona Galaxie Deluxe vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Color is charcoal gray, and they made these from 69 to 72, and it's hard to tell exactly which year it is based on the typewriter database, which just shows question marks between those years with the serial number. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. This is your left margin. I'm going to set that on 0 and the right one around 75. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. This is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch back. Skips 2, one more, it skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that all the way down and prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful typing machine, excellent condition, both functioning and cosmetic. Print looks really good. Very reliable typewriter. Made in the USA in the golden era of Smith-Corona. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy. Or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. I'm going to shift this back up to black. So this is, when I say golden era, that was between the 50s and the 60s and early 70s, and then they started dwindling down from there. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side, very smooth. Tab on the top section here. I've got tab set on 10 space intervals, so I'm going to go through and clear each one of those by hitting the clear button to the right there on each one of those. Now we shouldn't have any tabs set. Got a pretty good drag, but I always like to set a tab somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. That works good. Cool functions, power space. I don't think any other typewriters have this. It has a key down button, so if you have a key stuck, then you just push this key down button. It's an arrow pointing downwards, and it just brings it down for you so you don't have to reach in there and touch it, get ink on your fingers. Below that is MR. That's a normal function on most typewriters. Just hit that when you get to the end of the margin. It'll block you from printing. Hit that MR button, allows you to get past that block. Another cool function of this specific Galaxie series is the custom changeable keys. These just pop off, and this is a 1 exclamation point, which most typewriters don't have. You would just use the lowercase l and the apostrophe, backspace, period for the exclamation point. So these custom keys will have a tip here, and you can just tilt that and pull that right off. You don't have to be a technician to change those, and you can find those on eBay or Etsy. People sell those that they find in yard sales and whatnot. And this is the other custom one, plus and equals, which is not a customary typewriter symbol. And you can get all kinds of stuff, brackets, accent symbols, etc. Oh, so another cool function. Actually, a lot of typewriters have this function, but it's most people probably don't know about it. I didn't really know too much about this until recently, but a lot of typewriters do have this. It's the underline. So if you have a little hole in your paper guide there, you can draw. You just get a pen and you put it right in that hole, and then just move the carriage like that, and then it'll do a straight line. Because the underlines don't work as good as that. That's perfect line. So if you have a hole in this paper guide here, this plastic piece, you can do those. All right, that's it with the keyboard on the right side of the, actually let's look inside the spool cover area. It slides to the front and all the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right when you type. If you want to switch that direction, this little lever here behind the left spool, you push it back and it'll pull counterclockwise to the left. You push it up, pulls clockwise to the right. Touch control on the left side of the keyboard, low, medium, high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. That just loads a spring underneath there that connects to all the keys. And the higher you go, the more tension, but you do have to hit them harder for them to print. This is your carriage lock. It releases the carriage and will lock it in the middle, so when you have it in a case, it protects the escapement, which is the mechanism that allows the typewriter to move one space at a time when you type. To unlock it, you just move the carriage to the right side. And the carriage release behind each knob here, this has a very comfortable lever here that's got a lot of leverage, but these things break off and they don't make them anymore. So if you need one, check out my shop. I make these and 3D print them. I design and 3D print these. These are the originals on the specific machine, but I have white and cream available if you need some of these. Pretty close to the original design and probably more durable. I haven't had any break yet. If you push in this button here, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. And the same concept with this lever on the inside here. Flip that down, it disables the spacing. You flip it up, you get the clicks. And the last function is the page gauge. On the inside there, you got end and set. You want to load the page on that notch right below the 11. There's a notch there. And once you load the page on that, then it'll start telling you on the left side when you're getting close to the end of the bottom of the page. While you're feeding it through, that's 2 inches, 1.5, 1, and then that's the end of the page. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.